All right, well, I was just talking about this with a really cool chick that's a friend of a friend, and I'm so excited to work with her. We were talking about tarot cards, pendulums, and different healing modalities like crystals or whatever. And I'm very fond of tuning forks. Now, to me, tuning forks is science. They're frequencies. It's obvious which ones work for what. Um, a lot of us use different cards. So for me, I love the Mayan Oracle. It just resonates with me. As you can tell, I've had this deck forever. I stumbled across it, I think it was in the 80s. Someone else had it, and I had been living on the Mayan calendar for 3 years, and yeah, it just really resonated with me. I had been meditating on the number 3, and the first card I ever pulled was 3. So it's like the zodiac. You have different years that, different symbols, for the different zodiacs and stuff, plus other cards, Lamont is one of my favorites. It's the rabbit, the portal, and one of my favorite cards and meanings. I'm a Skywalker. Ben is my card, but it's just like not just like, oh, there I am right there. But each card has its own meaning and then shadow aspects as well, and they just really resonate. I feel like all cards and things are just tools. It really comes from us, and the tool is just that. It's just a way of speaking in a 3D way. I use these Druid animal oracles quite often, but more often I am drawn to the Mayan stuff, and when I'm doing a big breakdown, I'll break out my Druid animal oracle. These stones are super special to me. They're made from Bell Rock in Sedona. There's only so many sets made by the artist, and these I traded for with the alien UFO lawyer guy, Peter Gersten, and he had been gifted this set, and I'm trying to see, it says on here somewhere how many of them there are. But as you can see, it's a limited cool thing. I freaking love them, and they're almost like the cards, but just a different energy, working with stone rather than a card, and the meanings are similar, but not exactly the same. Anyway, what 3D catalyst tools do you use? I know Christians will say the Bible, and they would consider this to be like demonic or whatever, but it's totally not demonic, y'all. Yeah, and if I have to explain that, then you're not on the same page anyway, and that's a whole nother frickin' hours-long discussion. But, yeah, I made this video for you, Kristas, so you could see my tool, but I thought, well, why not share with everybody else? And real quick here, since I broke this out, not to card tease you, but to show you these Druid cards, what they look like. I'm not on a stand, obviously, so it's a little harder for me to do this one-handed. Hang on a second. Anyway, what's your catalyst? What do you use, and is it accurate? Did you use these things and then decide, oh no, those are demonic, we can't use those? Okay, sorry, I'm all over the place. Enjoy the Ben card. Ooh, I had this really tightly in there. I guess I should have folded it better. Okay, so this is the Druid animal card, and just being, I don't really resonate with tarot cards and stuff much, and tarot comes from playing cards, but you can see I'm very visual, and I love animals, and I love symbols, so it's a beautiful book. And it comes with cards that you can make your own to add to the deck. and this beautiful, cool cloth. So when I'm being real serious, I'm breaking this deck out and setting up the grid and doing everything. But just so you can get a good look at kind of the cards, the beauty of them. They're just glorious. I mean, how can you not love this? I mean, just beautiful, right? Like, yeah, that's one of my favorite cards right there. Yeah, just anyway, what do you use? What are your catalysts? What are your tools that you use to speak to your higher self? And how do you feel about using tools like this? One love, y'all.